Hey everyone, I'm Olivia Lyle and I'm here at the Venetian Center in Las Vegas, and over 30,000 people have flown in from all around the world to be here for Bitcoin 2025. That's right folks, the time is now. If you're a Bitcoin lover, this is the place to be, okay? It is day one and we are just getting started. So let's go have some great conversations. Hey, what is your name?
Hi, my name's V, short for Vincenza.
Vincenza, and what are you doing here this week at Bitcoin 2025?
Yeah, so this is my third Bitcoin conference. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the one last year for personal reasons, but if I could, I would. I love this conference. And I am here today with Canaan. We're a Bitcoin mining manufacturer. And basically, we are here to talk about our amazing products. We sell industry miners and home miners for anyone interested in mining Bitcoin.
Do you mine Bitcoin at home?
Of course.
Okay, and tell me all about that. What's that experience like?
So what I love about Canaan is that there's a line of home miners that are a plug and play solution. Originally, there was this huge barrier to entry. You had to be really technical or had a lot of funds to get into Bitcoin mining because operations can be very costly, especially to set up. So we have a home miner series that is a plug and play solution. They're also very small and compact. You can visit Canaan.io to see what I'm talking about, but we have home miners that don't just mine Bitcoin, but also heat your home. So they repurpose the heat from Bitcoin miners to create home space heaters. So here's the cool thing about it. When we're talking about the future of Bitcoin, we're talking about a larger ecosystem. This isn't just about money. This is about rethinking the way we look at the world, whether it's finance, energy, community, right? So with these miners, basically, you're mining Bitcoin from home, you're repurposing heat to create a home heater that makes money for you. So a true smart home, not just because I can control it with an app, but because it's actually making money for me. And it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot of fun. You're basically part of this new wave of decentralization. You're basically part of this new wave of decentralization and financial technology in a really simple and easy way.
I love that. That's very inspiring. And what would you say to someone who's interested in mining Bitcoin but feels, too scared or overwhelmed in the beginning?
Absolutely. Number one, research. You have to do your due diligence, and there's so many online communities, whether it's on Reddit or on X. You can also join our Telegram group, which is Canaan. You can watch our YouTube videos. There's so many great KOLs or influencers in the mining space that talk about it. So definitely do your research, understand Bitcoin better. And then the other component is crypto mining, especially now that we're talking about the home mining series. It's not just about ROI. It's not just about how much money I can make. It's also about securing the blockchain network. So each of these miners basically, okay, how do I put this? If you have a banking system, it's a centralized space for finance. Miners are what secure the blockchain transaction, what secure the blockchain network by verifying transactions. So every miner that you have in your home, whether it's one or if you have a mining farm that has a lot of them, you're basically contributing to decentralizing the transactions and securing the network. So miners equals decentralization. And that is the underbelly of the Bitcoin philosophy, decentralized financial systems. So when you're talking about miners or thinking about mining, you have to think in those terms. What is the larger contribution, as well as what is my profitability for this operation?
As a miner, do you get to choose how many you want to mine?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a miner for everyone. And whether you want to just get your feet wet and say, I just want to get a Nano 3S or a Mini 3, which is one of the smaller products, or now we have the Avalon Q, which is a great miner for starters. You can put one in your home and have it running and get your feet wet with connecting your Bitcoin wallet, starting joining a mining pool, things like that. Or you can get into these larger investments, which is people with acres of land that have thousands of miners, and they're running really massive operations. So you really do get to choose, and you can have one miner at home. You can have, I've spoken to people right now that are doing this really creative thing where they're repurposing the heat that we've repurposed from the Bitcoin miners. So I spoke to someone who was interested in opening like a Bikram studio, like a hot yoga studio using our home heater miners. So they're gonna have, let's say, 5 or 6 set up and just use it to start yoga classes and mine Bitcoin. So
That's genius. I love it. There's no limits in
limits.
this world.
And actually we're running something called the Canaan Heat Flip Challenge. So hashtag Canaan Heat Flip Challenge. That's CANAAN, Canaan. And basically we want to see how creative people can get with repurposing their own heat. So we've created products that repurpose the heat from Bitcoin miners. And that's part of this effort for sustainability in Bitcoin and in crypto mining in the future. Right now we're running this initiative where we want to see people using these home heating products to, I've seen people rise dough and bake cookies with this heat. I've seen people warm their chicken coops with their heaters. So we really want to get people to start thinking about the same way that Bitcoin has people rethinking about financial institutions and the future of finance. Our products are also here to tell people, hey, why don't you rethink about the way you repurpose energy and heat? It's a whole mindset shift.
This has been the coolest conversation. I'm so glad you spoke. Definitely check out Canaan, everybody. Thank you so much, V.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see this video and read your comments in the comment section.
If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does help. Thanks.